This is the only scout rifle you'll ever need in PvE. It provides amazing ad clear, it's great for destroying champions, and it adds to dozens of already top tier builds. So in this video, I'll go over what makes this scout rifle so good and how you can get it completely solo. I'm Marshix and I make Destiny 2 guides for solo players. If you enjoy, why don't you hit that like button? The scout rifle we're looking at is one that you guys suggested to me, Tarnished Mettle. This is an ARC scout rifle that was just introduced this season. Going into this, I didn't think I would like it because of the sights. At first, it looks really bulky, and I generally don't like that, but after using it for a few minutes, it started to grow on me. It keeps it feeling unique, and with so many reskins of the same gun, it's nice to have some diversity for once. The rate of fire is 200, which means it falls into the lightweight frame archetype. With this in your hand, you get a passive plus 20 to mobility and a sprint buff. It's a nice addition to the gun, especially since it doesn't take up any perk slots. It also has an origin trait called Right Hook. Dealing damage with a melee gives it increased target acquisition and range for a short time. Nothing too crazy, but a welcome addition. But I wouldn't be making this video if that was all it had going for it, so you know this has to have some extremely good god rolls. Yes, multiple god rolls that each do different things. The first roll synergizes perfectly with all ARC 3.0 builds. Bolt Shot. Reloading after a kill will cause your next shot to jolt your target. In other words, this will chain lightning to nearby enemies, and on bigger targets, they will continue to send out bursts of chain lightning as you deal damage. This alone makes it top tier for ad clear, and it's well above average at taking out majors too. It's basically Trinity Ghoul, but in a scout rifle. And this jolt effect will even activate a few aspects and fragment from ARC subclasses, like Electrostatic Mind, Spark of Ions, and Flow State. Then you can pair Volt Shot with Demolitionist to also get grenade energy from kills with the weapon, allowing you to throw more grenades more often, which can also jolt enemies with the Spark of Shock Fragment. You'll be chaining so much lightning. This is a ton of fun with OP Storm Grenade builds on Titan. And let's not forget that this is an arc weapon, so you can use it to get amplified and spawn ionic traces with both Spark of Discharge and Spark of Ions. If you want Tarnished Mettle for a more melee focused build, go with Swashbuckler and Killing Wind. Swashbuckler will increase the damage of your scout rifle by 33% after getting one melee kill. The origin trait will kick in at the same time, giving you increased target acquisition and range. Then, as you get kills with Tarnished Mettle, you'll activate Killing Wind, giving you even more range and handling, and a plus 50 to mobility, making it slightly easier to get in close for another melee kill to reapply Swashbuckler and Right Hook. This fits perfectly into 1-2 punch builds. The next roll will be very strong against barrier champions. In high-level Nightfalls, you aren't going to be getting a whole lot of kills, since just about everything is a bullet sponge, so you're probably going to want explosive payload. This will split your damage between the bullet and the explosion, which results in essentially a small damage buff that you have active at all times. And the explosion portion has no damage fall off. This makes it the best option against barrier champions, since it doesn't rely on a kill to get its bonus, and it works better at long ranges. Since you'll ideally be getting consecutive headshots with this, I recommend pairing explosive payload with rapid hit. This will increase stability and reload speed each time you get a headshot. It's important to have a full magazine before the champion puts its shield up, so rapid hit speeding up reload is very good. If you don't like rapid hit and explosive payload though, don't worry because there's another really interesting perk combo that's good against champions. Fourth time's the charm and Focus Fury. Focused Fury increases your damage by 20% after hitting half your magazine as precision shots. This usually isn't good since you'll need to shoot 8 times, then you only get the buff for the remaining 7 shots. But with 4th time's the charm, ammo is returned to your magazine every 4 shots. The magazine size remains the same, but realistically, you're able to shoot a lot more than 15 shots. This means you can shoot 8 times to get the buff, then shoot another 20 something shots, all with increased damage. You do have to hit all crits, but if you're accurate, this will be very strong against champions. Now, how do you get Tarnished Mettle? Well, it's actually really easy. But first, if you are enjoying this video, do me a favor and leave a like. Tarnished Mettle is part of the Season of Plunder loot pool, which means it can drop from the end of Catch Crash, Expedition chests, engrams from the star chart, various story drops, and you can focus them in the helm using umbrals once you unlock the Focused Weapon Spoils upgrade in the star chart. Now, that's how you get random rolls, but if you're lucky enough to get 5 red border versions of it, you'll be able to craft it at the Enclave. You can get these red borders by focusing your umbrals every week if you have the double perk upgrade, or you get 1 per week by completing Catch Crash if you have the Hidden Compartment upgrade. In addition to that, any random drop has a small chance to have a red border. Before you have access to all the good perks, you'll need to level it up, so here's the fastest way to get weapon XP. Craft your level 1 Tarnished Mettle with Dragonfly in the final column. This will make your precision kills create explosions. Next, head over to Shurochi. If you don't know how to get here, stick around till the end of the video. Start the encounter, then let the Thrall funnel into the doorway and get precision kills. This will make them all explode, and even the ones that die from the dragonfly explosion will count towards leveling up your weapon. Once everything's dead, wipe to restart the encounter. Dragonfly makes each run very fast and efficient. I was able to get about 60% per run, so a full rank up every 2 runs. Once you reach level 4, you can reshape it with Volt Shot, for another way to quickly clear the room and get tons of weapon XP. This is by far the fastest way to level up Tarnished Mettle, and you can do it completely solo. Now, to summarize, for a melee focused role, go with Killing Wind and Swashbuckler. For high level activities with champions, go with either Rapid Hit and Explosive Payload, or 4th times the Charm and Focus Fury. But in my opinion, the one true god role is Demolitionist and Volt Shot. It's the best for ad clear, it improves your grenade recharge, and it has additional synergy with Arc 3.0. And let's not forget, this is the only scout rifle in the game that gets this role. There are plenty of scouts that get rapid hit explosive payload, but no other weapon can do what this does. Now, if you want to know how to get to the Shuro-Chi encounter to level up your weapons, check out this video. Thanks for watching, I'm Marshix, and I'll see you next time.